Welcome. This is part two of measurement conversion. In measurement conversion, this is between system customary, which we use in America, and metric system, which they use worldwide. So what can you tell me alike and difference between 2 gallons and 32 cups? Well, alike, they both measure liquid, and they're both part of the customary system, what we use here in America. Because I know when you buy gas, you put liters in your car, not gallons. How are they different? Well, gallons hold way more than cups, different type of numbers. But let's try to do some mathematics with this. Each gallon has 4 quarts. If you have a quart, it's saying like you have 2 pints. But a gallon holds 4 quarts. The relationship between a quart and a pint is times 2. So 4 times 2 is 8 pint. And each pint has 2 cups. So 1 pint makes 2 cups, and you have 8 pint. That's like saying you have 16 cups. So a gallon has 16 cups. So 2 gallons, 32. Hey, they're the same. They hold the same amount of liquid. 2 gallons is 32 cups. So if you have a gallon of milk, you can serve 16 servings of cups. You actually look on the label, nutrition label, you'll actually see that. So this is a video from Japan. Aww. So he is Yuhira. He is a very popular student in Japan, in this Japan high school. What's her name? She is Now. Um, Yuhira does not want to be seen with Now. So he's like, you stand back from me. You stand 3 meters away from me. So in our system, we use inch, centimeters, foot to meters, yards to meters, and miles to kilometer. So is 3 meters the same as saying about 3.29 yards? This means approximately, not exactly estimated. So what we're going to be doing, just like we did yesterday, unit rate. Every meter, 0.91 meters, is the same as saying 1 yard. So to turn 1 yard to 0.91 meters, you have to multiply by 0.91. So what is 329 times 91? 1 times 9 is 9, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 3 is 3. Placeholder, 9 times 9 is 81, carry the 8. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 8 is 25, carry the 2. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 2 is 29. If you add this up, and where does the decimal go? It was 0.91 and 3.99, 4 places, 4 places. So 2.98. Is that about 3-ish? I mean, if you want to be exact, it would be 2.98. But is it about 3-ish? It is. So when he said, you stand back 3 meters, that's like 3, 1, 2, 3, and a little extra yardsticks away. That's like 36 inches, 36 inches, 36 inches, and a little more. So what you're going to be doing today is you're going to be measuring different items around the classroom. So like a pen, a pencil, a book. Imagine the pen is 2 inches, pencil is 5 inches, and the book is 4 inches. I'm just making up numbers. And if it's 2 inches, you turn the ruler on the other side, you'll notice that it's about 5 centimeters long, equivalent. And about 10 centimeters is 5 inches, and about 8 centimeters for 4 inches. Then you're going to graph the item in this data table. So 0 goes here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 2 inches is 5 centimeters. 5 inches is 10 centimeters. 4 inches is 8 centimeters. So the next thing is you're going to be using a calculator to find the center to inch ratio. So centimeter to inch ratio. So the ratio is 5 to 2, 10 to 5, and 8 to 4. So 5 to 2 equals 2.5. 10 to 5 equals 2. 8 divided by 4 is 2. There's a gap between here. I don't think we measure some of these correctly. How is the constant of proportionality ratio in this relationship? How is this represented in the table and the graph? Well, first of all, it's not really accurate here. If we go back and remeasure, because I will tell kids, can you please try to remeasure this again? Then you're going to say, oh, this 10 is really 12, whoops, this 10 is really 12.5. And if you put 12, whoops, if you put 12.5 divided by 5, it now equals 2.5 ratio. What does that mean, 2.5? It means if there are 2 inches, which is equivalent to 5 inches, how many centimeters are there for each inch? It would be 2.5 inches for 2.5 centimeters for every inch. If we make a line a best fit, you will see it through this graph. So there are 2.5 centimeters for every inch, or per inch. So there are 2.5 centimeters for every 1 inch. And we can check our work through this table. 1 inch is about 2.54 centimeters. We didn't get it exactly, but we did a pretty good job of, I believe. Let's try another one. Can you find the ratio here to the nearest hundredth from milliliters to cup? You have a hand soap, water bottle, hot sauce, and dishwasher rinse aid is about milliliters and cups. So 798 divided by 3. Let's get the calculator out. 709.8 divided by 3 equal 236.6. Next one, 500 divided by 2.1 equal 238.10. Next one, 59.15. Oh my goodness, it won't let me write. 50 clear, 50 clear, 59.15 clear, 59.15 divided by 25. Oops, I don't think I put it in correctly. 59.15 divided by 0.25. Well, it's going to be, I don't know why they won't let me put it, it's 236.6. So there are approximately 236.6 milliliters for every cup. To check your work, it may be right here. Very nice. We did a good. Here it says 1 cup is about 236.59. We said 236.6. So we did a pretty good thing, ratio. So about here, the last one, the ratio between kilograms and pounds. So if you have 1.81 and you divide it by 4, is about 0.45. And if I keep on dividing, you're going to see this ratio. So there are about 4,500 kilograms for every pound, which is pretty much half. Because I know when I went to Canada, I bought like, I guess like, oh, I need 5 pounds of ground beef. So the man said, oh, you want about 2.5 kilograms? I was like, oh, how did he do that math so quickly? Because he just kind of divide by two. So my aunt also said, oh, I have 3 kilograms of chicken. And then she said that in America, that's about 6 pounds. I was like, oh, how did you get that? She kind of pretty much double it. Europeans and people from other country are very good at changing metric to customary metric. We are not really used to it because we don't see it every day. So if you look here, you'll see that it is probably correct. It's right. A pound is about 4,500 kilogram. So it's right there. So to maintain my physical fitness perfection, I run 5K at Memorial Park. A 5K run is about 5 kilometer. About how many miles is this run? If you look at this table right here, it says every mile is about 1.61 kilometer. If I run a 5K race, can you tell me about how many miles did I run? Many ways you can do this. What is the relationship between 1.61 to 5 times what? How many 1.61 goes into 5? I don't really know. So I'm going to multiply by the scale factor of 1.61. I don't know about you, but I don't really like working with decimals in a denominator, so I'm going to multiply by a power of 100. So that's 500 over 161. Shortcut, move the decimal 2 over, move this decimal 2 over. So what is 500 divided by 161? It goes in about 3 times, which is 43. Subtract that, you get 17. Annex the decimal 0, it goes about 1 time. So if you run 5 kilometers, you're really pretty much running about 3.1 mile. Mrs. Thomas cooked a 4-pound chicken for lunch. What is the estimated mass in grams? So this is about pounds of chicken and grams. Pound of chicken and gram. Pound and gram. Pound and gram. 1 pound is 453.6 grams. 1 pound is 453.6 grams. You may write it using a table or do proportion, but they are the exact same thing. So 4 pounds. What's the relationship between 1 pound to 4 pounds? Well, the relationship is times 4. If you multiply 436 times 4, you get 24 carried to 2. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 2 is 14 carried to 1. 4 times 5 is 20 plus 1 is 21 carried to 2. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2 is 18. Decimal goes there. So if someone says, I bought 4 pounds of chicken, they really bought 1,814.4 grams of chicken. Mr. Joe made 4 gallons of love potion to entrap Lucy. Really? I had to do that? What about my charm? About how many liters of love potion did I make? So this is about gallons and liters. Do I know the relationship? Not really. Let's see. Gallons and gallons in here. Oh, every gallon I have, it's the same as saying 3.79 liters. Every gallon I have is 1 gallon. 1 gallon is about 3.79 liters. So if I made 4 gallons, what's the relationship? Times 4. So what's 379 times 4? That's 36 carried to 3. 28 plus 3 is 31 carried to 3. 12 plus 3 is 15. So I made about, oh, decimal is 2 places. So I made about 4 gallons is saying I made about 15 liters of liquid. About. Again, the little squiggly equal sign means about. Approximate. The elevator at Taylor High School travels a maximum distance of 12 meters in yards. So this is about yards and meter. 1 yard, yards, meter, is about 0.91 meters. So 1 yard is approximately 0.91 meters. 12 meters. How many 91 hundredths go into 12? So it's a division. I don't know about you, but I don't really like working with decimals and denominators, so I'm going to multiply by the power of 100. Power of 10, which is 100. That's 91 over 1200. Again, shortcut. Move the decimal 2 over. Move this 2 over. So what is 1200 divided by 91? It goes in one time. If you subtract 120 and 91, that would be 10 minus 1 is 9. That becomes 11. That would be 29. Bring down to 0. How many 91s go into 290? About 3 times. 273. Subtract this one, 7. And that'd be 8, 17. And annex the decimal 0 if you want to. We can stop right there. About how many 91s go into 170? Only about 1 time. So it's actually 13.1. 12 meters is like saying 13.1 yards. Color weighs 90 pounds. In Australia, how many kilograms is that? So kilograms and pound. Pounds and kilogram, pounds and kilogram, pounds and kilogram. Pound, 1 pound is about 0.45 kilogram. 1 pound is about 0.45 kilogram. So if he weighs 90 pounds here in America, I did teach him last year, he's Australian. How do you turn 1 pound into 90 pounds? That's times 90. So 90 times 45, 5 times 0 is 0, 5 times 9 is 45. Put his zero placeholder. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 5 is 36. If you add this up, you get 4,050, but it's 2 places behind a decimal. So it's about 40.5. Because then we talked about earlier that kilogram is the number kilogram is they are both the same weight, 90 pounds and 40.5, but to find it, it wouldn't be 90 kilograms and 90 pounds. It would be about a little less than half the number. So there's a video. I'm not going to show it, but a few years ago, many years ago, NASA had an issue. They sent this space shuttle, not space shuttle, this satellite all the way to Mars, but it did explode. It's a $1 billion mistake. You want to know why? Someone did not calculate the correct customary system into the metric system. They messed up on the calculation. So one simple error, I guess they didn't have supercomputers do all the calculation of the math. They needed, oh God, what's her name? Miss Johnson from Hidden Figures to do the math in order to help reach it to Mars. So that's why it's so important to understand why to turn a customary to a metric or metric to customary, because in science, you can use nothing but metric system. All right, so that is the study.